So this easy trick can double the efficiency of your grow light. All you have to do is angle it so that it points on your plant instead of down over your plant. When it hangs above it, the upper leaves shade the bottom leaves, and that ends up cutting off all the light to the bottom. All you need is a piece of string and a hook, and it'll make a huge difference. As a bonus, the leaves will start to face towards the light instead of facing up. So you only need two things for this. So we've got a piece of string, which is about 20 inches long, and we've got this jewelry hook that we got off of Amazon. We'll include a link in the description if you want to do this yourself, but we also offer these on our website for $1 a pair. So the first thing you want to do is take your string ends and put them together. This is going to be a little hard to show on camera, but you just want to tie a simple overhand knot, which is just looping it and then passing the ends through the loop like that. And then that'll give you a strong loop right here so that you can angle the light. So the next thing you want to do is you want to form a girth hitch around the power cord. So you take your loop and you pass one end through the other side of the loop and you pull it tight. And when you pull on this, it will grab onto the cord so that it doesn't move up or down, and that'll allow you to angle the light. But when you pull the other end of the loop, it releases so you can slide it up and down to change the angle. So we're gonna pull that a little tight right there. We're about 5 inches above the light. Our hook has an open end on it, so it makes it really easy to install it after the string is on here. So we're just gonna put that on here, and then we're gonna take the other end of the hook and use it to grab onto the bottom of the light. And now you have an angled light. And there are a couple things you can do here. You can slide the girth hitch up to make the angle a little bit steeper, or you can slide it down to make it more shallow. You also have a little bit control of the direction by turning the girth hitch on the power cord. So if you turn it one way, it'll pull the light the other way. So now that I've showed you how to angle a grow light, I'm going to talk a little bit about this setup right here. This is one of my hanging moss pools. It's got a Solanum oleanum paired with the Burle Marx flame. And it's been chilling here in front of this west-facing window for about 6 weeks now. You can see a lot of the foliage down here, and up here is starting to face the window. That's because it only gets light in the evening. Right now, I'm getting light between about 2:30 and 6:30 p.m. So that's about 4 hours of pretty bright light. When you do the math, it gives you a DLI of between 10 and 15, which is excellent. You know, if I didn't add a grow light here, I think this plant would continue to grow. Like most places in the United States, the winters are a little bit cloudier, plus the days are shorter, so it can be really hard to get enough light to get maximum potential out of these plants. I like to push them and grow them as big as they can, as fast as they can. So today I'm gonna add a grow light to help out with that. And also, I think it's gonna help turn these leaves so that they face the grow light instead of facing out the window, which will make for some better pictures. So I'm fortunate to have these exposed rafters in this space. They make it really easy to hang the light without installing hardware. We include anchors and a hook with our lights so that you can hang them from your ceiling. So your setup will be a little bit different than this. As you can see, I've already installed the string and hook on this light, so it's really easy to angle it. I'm hanging the light about 3 feet from the wall and about level with the top of the moss bowl. Our grow lights can be installed anywhere from 1 to 6 feet from the plants. I like to stay in the middle because it gives me a little bit more freedom to control the brightness. If I need to go dimmer or if I need to go brighter, I can just adjust the beam angle. So as you can see, I already have the light aiming at the wall. And so now what I'll do is I'll adjust the beam angle by turning this lower ring on the light. And what that'll do is change the intensity of the light on the wall. So right now I'm screwing it all the way out, and you can see that light tightened up on here, and it's pointing like just at the middle. And if I were to measure that, it would be a lot stronger than where it was. So what I want to do with this light is I want to get it to shine on most of the plant. Because it's getting so much natural light, I really only need this to supplement. I'm not as concerned with getting maximum brightness here. So what I'm doing now is I'm screwing it in, and what it's doing is it's spreading out the beam over the plant. And I'm kind of aiming to where the whole plant is covered from top to bottom. And you can see all the light coming out of this is now going on the plant. Whereas if this was hanging above the plant, it would just be hitting the top of it, and this would be shading everything beneath it. So This is really a great way to maximize the potential of your lights and get as much light on the plant so that it grows as happy as it can. So now that I have the light installed, I know that this plant is going to get consistent light no matter the weather, which is especially beneficial on those weeks where the sun never seems to really come out. What I find is that consistent light really helps with growth and maintaining healthy leaves. If you go through our Instagram and you look at some of our plants, you'll notice that most of our plants hold on to most of their leaves, and part of that is the consistency of the grow lights. And especially with the light angled like this, the whole plant is going to continue to get light no matter what the weather is. So because we're using this grow light as a supplement to the natural light, we're not going to run it a full 12 hours. We're going to run it from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., which is just under 12 hours, which will be great for the cloudy days, but not too much when the sun is shining. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for future videos because we have a lot more to talk about.